Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Out for a drive this morning again, and we are in Los Fresnos, and I was lost, but I'm not now. I'm on Highway 100 in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas, not too far from Brownsville and not too far from my RV resort where I'm staying for the next 2 months, 2.5 months. It's about 9:30 in the morning, 80 degrees right now in Brownsville, but this is on a December the, I think this is December the 14th, and I'm not sure when I'll post this, but it'll come up in the next few days. Why? Because I haven't got anything else. But we're just going to do these little drives every now and then, and for those of you that want to find out more about the Rio Grande Valley of Texas, you can, because I'll be driving the Rio Grande Valley of Texas around Brownsville, Los Fresnos. That's where we're at right now, Los Fresnos, and Harlingen, and who knows where else. SpaceX, South Padre Island, Port Isabel. It says best barbecue in town, but I don't know if it says where it is. This is a pretty big little community. Well, the population of Los Fresnos, I think, is around 8,000 people. Got a lot of little towns right in here. You know, you got Brownsville, and then you got Los Fresnos, you got Harlingen. Port Isabel, of course. A lot of road destruction. You know, I saw gasoline at a Walmart behind me. Regular unleaded was $2.33 a gallon. That is amazing. Well, here it's $2.31. Well, $2.41 for cash. What is $2.31? Easy pay. I don't know what that means. They always got a gimmick. Everybody's got their own credit card now. Just a little softball video, guys, for those of you that want to have a cup of coffee and chill out and just kind of watch something go by without being challenged. You know, like reading an easy reading book. Yeah, it's $2.30 a gallon right there at that Stripe station. $2.30. Good gosh, that's amazing. Everybody was predicting it was going to be $5 or $6 a gallon for regular unleaded. God almighty. You know, if you watch the futures prices of a refined product or gasoline, it shows you the future right there. Anyway, enough said. Would I like to live in the Rio Grande Valley full time? Not really. Why? It's too damn humid. I mean, where I live in Texas at Fort Clark, it's not very humid there. It's pretty good. It's kind of in the Texas Hill Country. Not bad at all. But this is right near the Gulf Coast, and it is very humid year round. Even in the winter. The winters are not bad. It's better, but it's still pretty humid. And mosquitoes, you have a few of those. But we're just going to cruise down this little old highway. This goes to Port Isabel, Highway 100. And off to the right and the left, you'll see farmland most of the way. A lot of citrus crops here and other things. I don't know, I'd have to look on the internet, but a lot of palm trees, not a lot, but you see, that's kind of the trademark of the Rio Grande Valley is the palm trees. That tropical climate. We're probably, from right here, we're probably, as the crow flies, or in a straight line, 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. South Padre Island is straight ahead, 25 miles, 20 miles or so, 25. This is a good road, man. 4 lane, not much traffic. I'm going 45. Speed limit's probably 110. I'm eating my dark chocolate almonds, and I know a lot of you don't like that. But guys, I'm just out for a drive and enjoying my life the best I can. Because the sand in the hourglass is getting pretty damn low. The main thing that I have found, and it's not easy to do, you have to work at it. As you get older, like me at age 77, you got to try to stay busy. You got to find something to do, because boredom and sitting on that couch or that recliner will slowly kill you. And these little drives, they add flavor. They take up a little time, not much, but and I read a little bit, not much. Reading, I enjoy it. Particularly at night. Right before I go to sleep at night, I read for about an hour. But it's usually some softball stuff. You know what I mean? It's not, really any intellectually challenging. It's like comic book stuff. But this right here, for me, these little drives like this, I love it. Yeah, and I drive a lot. I put a lot of miles on my car because you do probably this trip today be the whole trip 60 miles. Well, that's 1,800 miles a month if you did that every day. I don't do that much, but about 1,500 miles a month in my all-electric car, my Chevy Bolt 2LT. How much does that cost me in electricity? Well, at the rate they're charging at the RV resort, which is 14.5 cents per kilowatt, you can do the math. I get 4 miles to a kilowatt hour. Okay. So if I drove an even 1,600 miles, that would be 400 kilowatts. 400 kilowatts at 14.5 cents. Let me just do the math here right quick. 400 times 4.5 would be $58 in electricity. Okay. If I had a gasoline car, you could double or triple that cost for driving. But to me, this is just as enjoyable as watching Super Bowl on TV. This is a big deal to me. Yeah, but whenever, that's something else. I'll get it out here. I was kind of stuttering there for a minute, but now I got my motor started. Something that would be a good exercise, I've partially done it. I've pretty well narrowed it down, but I was sitting there a few months ago, whenever, and I was just thinking about, what would a perfect day consist of? What would I consider a perfect day, and an enjoyable day, of course, and all that stuff. And I get up in the morning, have my breakfast, take my walk, and then I take my drive, come back, fix me a snack or whatever for lunch, and then after that, take a short walk, come back, maybe read for a few minutes, take a nap, 15 or 20 minutes. Then after that, until beer 30, which is around 4 p.m. Texas time, take a walk, take a drive or something, and then in the evening eat something decent, read a little book, and go to bed. And that's a perfect day for me. Not much, huh? It's kind of like preparing food. If you put in too many ingredients or too much seasoning, it ruins it. And I think it's the same way with a enjoyable life. It's a simple life without too many ingredients. You don't want to over season it, but you just want to enjoy it. And that's that fine point you want to be at. That not over seasoned, not boring, but just kind of right on that razor's edge, what you call in balance. And that's an interesting video. I think so. The speed limit shows 65. I'm going 45. There's not a car behind me or in front of me, so I don't feel bad at all. And right now, I'll tell you, right now we're getting 4.8 miles to the kilowatt. Now that's all contingent upon your speed, the wind, the temperature, and maybe some other factors. Because see, I'm having to run the air conditioner now, and that's using, they call it climate settings. It's using about 5% of the energy, but I'm still getting 4.8 miles to the kilowatt, which is damn good. But I always get better. Even in a gas car, if a car was rated at 30, I usually got 35 to 38. If it's rated at 40, I was getting 45 to 47 in that Chevy Spark that I had. But I'm not in a hurry, man. And that's what does it. If you drive 75 miles an hour as opposed to 55, your tires on your vehicle wear out 25% faster. Why? Friction. It's all about friction. Whenever you see wind turbines all around you, there is a good sign that they expect wind all the time. You know what I mean? So if you're going to put up a tent and you see those windmills, you might want to find another location. This road, I know I'm smacking and doing all kind of rude shit. It's the way I am, guys. But this road takes us right around to Port Isabel, which I have found to be a pretty interesting little town. They got a little HEB grocery store there, and whenever I'm cruising around, if I need something, I pop in there and get me some bananas or avocados or whatever I might need. We've got my new lenses coming in for my other sunglasses at Walmart. Should be here this week. Oh, here's something else. I know you want to know it. I now officially have a vision care doctor, or an optometrist, I guess you call him, in Uvalde. I now officially have a skin care dermatologist that I can see in Camp Wood, Texas, once a year, because she comes there once a year, or she comes there once a month and has patients, or visits patients, what do you call it. So I've got dermatology and vision care, and then yesterday I got a call from Dr. Sosa, his office out of Uvalde, and I have been accepted as a new patient for him, or by him. So that's good. So I have an appointment in March for dermatology appointment, and then I also have a medical appointment with the doctor. We're going to do that annual Medicare thing. I don't know. There's an annual physical, and then there's an annual something else, but I'll just combine them all into one. Why am I doing that after all these years? Shit, why not? Gives me something to do. But I know, I say I know, I don't know what will happen, but I suspect that once they examine me and they're going to say, well, you're going to have to get your this up or that down or whatever, you're going to have to take this and that. Well, I'll have them give me the prescription, but it won't ever get filled unless it's something that I think medication can do that I can't do through exercise and diet. Why am I talking about that? Shit. I might as well. I ain't got anything else to talk about. I'm just talking to myself. You guys just happen to be here. If you're still here, how many of you are out there? 2? None? Does that bother me? Not a bit. Why? Because this just gives me something to do. If I just got one view, my own, I'd still do these videos. Because it gives me. Let me tell you guys, I heard George Burns say this. They asked George Burns what he attributed his long life to, and he said he had a reason to get out of bed. Okay? And you think about that, there's a lot of truth in that. A lot of truth. You got to have a reason to get out of bed or get out and do something. I think this will probably turn into the old folks channel after a while. Well, you're getting to see me grow older. I mean, every year. I mean, I've been doing this for 11 years approximately. So when I started, I was like 66 and in that range. So you've seen me go all the way to 77. Now, if we can do some more of that, that'd be fun. Off to the left of me, you can't see, I'll tell you, is the bays of Texas, the old swampy water areas. We should be coming into Port Isabel here pretty soon. I think that's it straight ahead up here. And this is Highway 100 coming in from Los Fresnos to Port Isabel. Beautiful drive, 4-lane highway, super nice. So speed limit 55 ahead, I'd have to speed up. Okay, here we come into, actually this is called Laguna Vista. Shit, I may be lost again. It says population 3,000. Laguna Vista, that means view of the lagoon, or lagoon view. Oh, there's the South Texas Eco-Tourism Center. Oh, I probably should have gone there. What is ecotourism? I don't know. Starts with an E and ends with an O. Laguna Vista. So you snowbirds that want to come down to the Rio Grande Valley and be out of the big city might want to check out Laguna Vista. Why? Well, not so busy. They got a gas station. Be prepared to stop. I'm prepared, baby. Gasoline here is $2.55, so it's 20 cents more a gallon here than it was in Los Fresnos. We're on Ocean Boulevard, so these two towns, Port Isabel and whatever I said this was, must be pretty close together. Anyway, guys, I'll end this video. Hell, I'll shoot this horse. But enjoy your life, guys. Stay busy and keep your health, man. Adios, amigos. One day at a time. Use the Amazon link. Enjoy your life. Bye-bye.